Okay, now we will start by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today we have to continue the third Pārājika. The rule is Yopana Bhikkhu Sanchita Manusa Vikahan Jivita Oropeya Sata Harakan Vasa Priyeseya Mana Vanawa Samaneya Manaya Va Samatipeya Ambo Purisa Gintun Shimina Babagena Dujividena Madande Jivita Sayodi Idijita Mano Chita Sangapo Nega Priyayena Mana Vanawa Samatipeya Manaya Yava Samaneya and Pārājika Asamvaso. That is it, the rules. As we have mentioned about Bhikkhu in the first Pārājika, here we will say. Here we have a one statement, Sanchita. The Pali word, Sanchita means intentionally. So if we kill intentionally or knowingly, it will be Pārājika. By accident, it's not Pārājika. Also, one more thing here, Manusa Vikahan Jivita Oropeya. It must be a human being. If we kill a human being, it will be Pārājika. If we kill animals or other living beings, especially animals, we have another rule in Vajjitiya, right? We have Vajjitiya rules. So, here we have something about Marna Vanawa Samaneya Manaya Va Samatipeya. So here Marna Vana means he will praise something about death. Because you have many wholesome deeds. You have accumulated many good things in this very life. If you pass away, you can be reborn in good destination. So praising, right? So you have to start, somebody is very seriously sick, then you will say, oh no, your life is full of misery. Why you have to suffer like this? If you pass away, you can be reborn in the good destination, in the Devarams. And this kind of things can be considered as Manavana Vasavaneya. Praising about death. So Manaya Vasamatipeya means he will guide him how to commit suicide or how to kill. This is also called Manaya Vasamatipeya. So he may guide many different ways. For example, how about hanging? How about taking poison? How about using the knife? How about using the sword? How about using the spear? He may guide many different ways. All these things can be considered as instruction or Manaya Vasamatipeya. So this is the first part you have to know. Not only that, sometimes we may write a letter or we like subscriptions, right? Okay, now in modern society we have very complicated things. For example, a Bhikkhu may post many things about death, right? With intention. He may share about committing suicide. So if you commit suicide like this, you can pass away comfortably without misery. He may have this kind of article and he may share this kind of article to his follower or friends in the internet. That kind of thing is something he will do purposely, for somebody. Then in this case, we can also consider as a Manaya Vasamatipeya. So anyway, if we talk about something like if we recommend or guide somebody to commit suicide or to die, that can be considered as Manaya Vasamatipeya. So here we have to introduce something about killing. So we have 6 types of killing according to these rules. The first one is Sahatika. So we ourselves kill other living beings. This is called Sahatika. So the second one is Anatika. Anatika means we command or order somebody to kill another living beings. Okay, when we ask somebody to kill another living beings, then we also have to consider many different things. For example, like there's what to me, the living beings. It must be human being, right? If we command or order another people to kill a human being, is a Pārājika. Sometimes he also limit the time, as we have already explained in the second Pārājika. In the morning, you have to kill this person. In the afternoon, or in the evening, at night, something like that, limited the time. He talk about the time. Or he also instructs him exactly what he has to do in which time. So now is the place. So he will limit the place. In the evening, he will do this one. Please wait there, kill him. The place also limited. Another one is Auta, the weapon or the instrument he is going to use for killing. He will limit. For example, when he go this way, or when he come near here, you should kill using the knife, using the sword, something like that. Weapon. Another one is Idiabata. Idiabata means just like a posture, walking, standing, sitting like that. That's called posture. For instance, you should kill like this. The another one is Kiriya Visesa. There are many ways of killing, right? So many different types of killing. So he will instruct him, any of them. If he did as he instructed, it's also called Anatika. Okay, the next one is about Nisakiya. Nisakiya Bhajitiya, right? Nisakiya is like a throwing with the stones or spear, or we can also say like a shooting with the air, or the arrow, gun, all these things can be considered as Nisakiya. It can be very far distance. He can kill any living beings. That's called Nisakiya. So this one is very clear, right? We don't need to say many different things about it. Okay, number 4. 4 is Pārājika or Tawara. Tawara means immovable. We can also say unchangeable. For example, he may poison the lake. People are using the lake, then when they drink water, they will die. So as soon as he makes the first actions, poisoning is dukkata. Sometimes they don't die, they just have to suffer for sometimes. It will be Tunajaya. If some human being die, it will be Pārājika. So here we have 3 steps. The first step is dukkata. If we have to suffer, it will be Tunajaya. Then must wait, Pārājika. But what about animal? So one animal have to suffer dukkata. One animal pass away, Pācittiya. Now you have already know that one, right? Pācittiya, because we have Pācittiya rules. If we kill animals intentionally, it will be Pācittiya. So here in the case of Tawara, it will be many other things. For example, like setting a trap. So he may set a trap on the street or on the roads, in the walking path. Then if a human being are interrupted or he injured, it will be Tunajaya. When he passes away, it will be Pārājika. So what about animal? If an animal had to suffer a dukkata, If an animal pass away, it will be Pachitiya. So this is about Tawara. Okay, we have another one. Like he may take very big hole. In the hole, he will put many sharp instruments. Just like a bamboo, he make it sharp and just put in there. If somebody fall down, then he may injure or he may die. So why he was digging the hole is a dukkata. All the activities, setting all the things, it will be dukkata. Then he has intention only for one person, for example, to kill. Only that part is only used by only one people, one person. If that person fall down, dukkata, injure, Tonijaya, pass away, Pārājika. So sometimes he may not limit. He doesn't have any specific person to kill. This is public use. Anybody can fall into that hole, and anybody can have to suffer, and anybody can pass away. So if he didn't limit the person, he just did the whole or arrange everything for unspecific person. Anybody fall down into it, dukkata, injure, Tonijaya, and pass away, Pārājika. If animal, it will be, as I mentioned before, dukkata and Pachitiya. Because this is about Tawara. It will be very complicated and very messy in modern society. Right? As we have mentioned before, he may share how to kill, how to commit suicide, all these things. This is also called, as long as he didn't remove this article from his website or from his page or from his account, and he share, then this also can be considered as, right, Tawara. So it's unspecific person, right? We didn't say anybody. It can be for anybody. So ancient time, when we talk about the Tawara, it can like a stone inscription, They may write something in the stone, and also they may mention how to kill, how to commit suicide, something like that. All these things can be considered as Tawara. But now, many articles, many posts, all these things can be considered as a Tawara. Okay, now the next one is, number 5 is Vitamaya. Vitamaya means black magic. If somebody used black magic to kill another people, this also can be considered as Pārājika. According to the law, actually, there is no witness, no evidence. That's why, right? No punishment for it. But for about Buddha's teaching, because this is for spiritual power, spiritual quality, that's why although they use magic power, then we can say this also Pārājika. So now 6, Itimaya. Itimaya, this also we call Karma produce supernormal power. Many people misunderstand this one, right? Itimaya, this is like a psychic power. Actually, not psychic power. If we have bad mind or evil mind, we cannot attain psychic power. Then if we have, although we have psychic power, if we are going to kill with psychic power, he will get lost everything. Then again, we have one simile. If somebody trying to kill another people with psychic power, it's like extinguishing fire with water pots, clay pots, right? So we are going to extinguish the fire with the water. It's very far, so we cannot throw water. But we have to use clay pots. to throw at the fire. In the same way now, if we try to kill other living beings with psychic power, that person will die. Also, we will get lost. We will lose our psychic power. That is it. The simile mentioned in the text. Okay, here in this case, Kama Upakachiti, there are some people, they have special power since they were born. So sometimes when they are inclined, that thing will happen really. If they wish somebody to die, then that person will die. So when they have this kind of power, as soon as their mind is inclined to kill or they have intention to kill somebody, that person will die. That's why it's all called Kama Vipakachiti. But in Pali, it just mentioned 80 maya. But in the definition it mentioned, it must be Kama Vipakachiti in Pali. Kama Vipakachiti means Kama produce power. So that kind of things can happen in the place or in anywhere, all over. Even in Myanmar, we have many cases like that. Anyway, the main thing is there's a special power from special people. So altogether, we have 6 types of killing. If I summarize, Sahatika, we ourselves kill other living beings. Anatika, we command or order somebody to kill another living beings. Then we have Nisakiya, throwing the stones or shooting with the guns or something like that. Like Tawara, immovable or unchangeable. Then Vijamaya, by black magic power, black magic. Then Itimaya, by Kama power. Supernormal power produced by Kama. So these are called 6 types of killing. If we make any of this action, it's called killing. It just mentioned actions, right? So when we are going to talk about the offense, we have to explain something about the factors of this killing. Okay, different between Panadipada Vedamnisi Kavaran Samadhi Yami and also here Tata Pārājika. So I have to compare these two. In the case of Panadipada, we have 5 factors. So it must be a living being. Second, having perceptions of living beings. So having perception of living beings means sometimes there is a snake, right? But stopping in the middle of the street. We think this is just only rubber. Or maybe we think this is just a piece of cloth. We step on it, the snake dies. We don't have perception of living beings. We just have perceptions of piece of cloth or rubber or something like that. Then it's not killing. The second one is the perceptions of living beings. The third one is the intention to kill. Then we make actions. Then the living being die. This is called Panadipada. But here in this rules, it mentions, right? It is also a human being. It's a human being. The first one is a human being. The second one, having perceptions of human being. Because here in this statement, we have already talked about killing in the Sima Hall before we leave Sima Hall after ordination. Although just pregnant lady, they will do abort. Then, if we give medicine for abortions or if we guide her for abortion, this is also Pārājika. This is also killing a human being. So, okay, the second factor is having perceptions of human being. So the pregnant lady, the fetus also a human being, right? Then the third one is having intention to kill. Sometimes we are trying to help somebody, but by accident he passed away. Okay, for example, like there are somebody is unconscious, we just try to help, right? We do massage, but that person passed away. We are trying to help, but by accident he passed away. In this case, exception. Sometimes we don't have intention, we just want to try some medicine, for example, right? Now we just give the medicine for trial. He passed away, he died. And that one is also no Pārājika. That's for trial, give him medicine. But sometimes, it's like a poison. You may give poison for trial. Right? How strong that poison is? Just give another human being, he take it, he suffer, didn't pass away. Together. Pass away also, together. Because this is just trial. So we don't have intention to kill, just to try how strong it is. This is life game, right? Very, very, very terrible. Anyway, the main thing is, if you don't have an intention to kill, it's not Pārājika. See, even in VINAYA 2, it mentioned, for example, that there's a newly born baby. It was wrapped with many clothes, given on the couch. Bhikkhu, seeing that he just thought that is a piece of cloth. He just sit on it. The baby died there. He didn't know it's a human being. He just know that is a piece of clothes. He just sit there as sitting clothes. Right? Then the baby passed away. In this case, no offense. It's a really human being, right? But no perception of human being, no intention to kill. Two factors. That's why no killing. Okay, now the last one is about making action. So no, not the last one, sorry. The fourth one is making an actions. So I have already mentioned the actions. Mentioned Sahatika, Anatika, right? 6 actions. If we have done one of the 6, this is called action. In the case of black magic, he may chant some mantra or tantra or something like that, or he may use some other instrument. Whatever activity he did, this is called action. In the case of Itimaya, karma produces power. In this case, his mind is his mental action, not bodily action. Then he will pass away. He may say something from his mouth. Some other people, when they say something, it really happens. So what? Then it also can be considered as killing. Okay. Now, the last one is the living being die. If he pass away, it is a Pārājika. As I have mentioned before, just suffering, it will be Thunajaya, right? Or sometimes like the parents and children, the children are disobedient, the parent will beat, right? Although he has good intention, but he beats. Then the children pass away, for example. It's also offense. Similarly, in the case of Bhikkhu also, if we beat somebody, he pass away. Because if only one strike is okay, because that's out of anger it can happen, right? If we beat many times, this we cannot say kindness or anything, right? So sometimes he didn't pass away on the spot. He injured very seriously. With this endurance, he passed away later. This is also called Pārājika. So what about, you may have known about mighty karma. Mighty karma. In the case of mighty karma, for example, killing an arhat. A bhikkhu is going to kill another bhikkhu. Right? This is also Pārājika, right? Then Another one is he was practicing. He has already attained anagami, for example. But when he trying to kill, he just injured. He didn't pass away. With this injury, maybe a few days later, he passed away after attaining arhatship. When he was disturbing or when somebody trying to kill, he was just ordinary bhikkhu or anagami bhikkhu. When he passed away as anagami, as arhat. That's why the offender, the bhikkhu who killed, also make very serious offense or very heavy mighty karma because of Karu karma, right? So these are the statements we can find. Okay, we have also no offense in these rules. No offense means, okay, for example, here we have unintentional. We have intention to kill, no intention to kill. This is also called no offense. Sometimes we didn't know a human being, right? Unknowingly kill. This is also no offense. So sometimes we just want to teach them or give some lesson. We don't have any intention to kill, just give a lesson. We have different intention, right? Or we would try to help other people, he passed away. In this case also, no offense. As we have mentioned before, if somebody is crazy or very seriously sick, like his mind is out of control, right? Then in this case it will be exception. So this one is we call Sajittaka. Sajittaka means it can be body and mental actions, bhava and mental actions, body, bhava and mental actions. So we can do any action, right? Body and mental action, bhava and mental action, bodily, bhavali and mentally. Okay, this is okay. Now today, and we can stop here. Okay, then you may have a question.
I wanted to ask about stealing. Separate offences. Are they added together?
Okay, so it wasn't like the same person, right? Wasn't like stealing from the same person every day, for example, right? Take one by one every day from the same person. You can say it will be Pārājika. Separate room is, for example, the first day steal from one bhikkhu, another day, second day steal from another bhikkhu, right? We cannot combine together like that. As we have mentioned, like wine, for example. In the case of wine, right? We just make small hole. They will keep on the tank, huh? They will keep many wine or many petrol or many other things. He just make small hole. It will leak. As long as it's not enough for the value is not strong, not big enough for Pārājika, not Pārājika yet. When the value is valuable enough, it will be Pārājika. Similar to that kind of statement. If he steals every day, later and later, right? When it's enough, it will be Pārājika. Okay?
Okay. If something is stolen and it's a Pārājika, that item is returned, is it cancelled?
No. The main thing is the mind, Whether we get or we didn't get is not the main point in this case. The main thing is the actions. That kind of actions are not allowable. That kind of mind is not allowable in Buddha teaching. This is the main point. Actually, even in the stealing, it already mentioned whether we get or not. For example, like we will take something, when they chase after, we have to run away, right? Throwing away everything. So then, as you know, the first one is that we touch, together, we shake, Tonglejaya. If we move Pārājika, whether we get or not, this is Pārājika already. So that means we don't have this kind of actions. We are not allowed to do this kind of actions. Huh? Okay?
I researched the value for Pārājika and report is about 130,000 Myanmar kyat or $70 at the moment. Or last week was like this.
Okay, so the price is always changing. It depends on the gold price.
Yeah, I mean, I researched it. This is my finding. I want to present.
Okay, so today's price will be different, right?
But last week, not so much. It changed this quickly.
Okay.
Even last week it was like this.
Possibility.
When we have the intention to teach the Dhamma, for example, we explain this kind of death is different from that kind of death. For example, you kill yourself with a shotgun. That is very quickly and very less pain than when you, for example, cut your veins. But my intention or the intention is not to kill someone. You instruct someone, you teach them how.
What's the difference between teaching for killing? We are not allowed to teach that kind of things to anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, you explain something about what happens to your mind when you take that kind of death or that kind of death. How your rebirth will be different.
I think you haven't learned Abhidhamma yet. That's why you dare say this kind of things, right? Death moment, in the death moment, we cannot say like that. Have you ever studied Abhidhamma? Okay, that means if you know Abhidhamma, you will not say this kind of things. It's not allowed, right? Anyway, we must not give any instructions of killing. You know, we have 4 types of killing here. I didn't mention, right? The first one is this is not for Vinaya, for Sutta and Abhidhamma. The first one that we ourselves kill, also in Vinaya the same, right? We encourage other people to kill. Then we praise somebody pass away or when somebody commits suicide, we praise. Then we agree, 4 things. These are called killing. We are not allowed to instruct this kind of things, right? That means, for example, like if you cut like this, then it will be less misery. That means you agree to commit suicide like this. We are not allowed to do, right? In the case of killing, this is life. This is life game. If we make mistakes, somebody can die. That's why we are not allowed to give any suggestions, any recommendations, any comment in the case of killing.
For example, you instruct someone like this, but he doesn't kill himself.
Anyway, we are not allowed to teach these kind of things. Right? We have to teach only to be good. Right? Killing is not good thing. How we have to teach to kill? Okay, this is Vinaya class. Don't talk about it.
No, I mean it's from the Vinaya. When we have the intention and the action and the result, then the result is not there. When someone doesn't kill himself.
This is Vinaya. We have Sutta, Abhidhamma. This is Akusala. Right? Suggesting other people to kill or to commit suicide. This is Akusala already. Vinaya is a Vinaya. Vinaya is a Vinaya. Sutta and Abhidhamma is another. Don't mess up. Okay, then? Any other question?
Regarding abusiveness, regarding people's becoming abusive towards other people, like to serious extent. Regarding people's harassing other people, disturbing repeatedly other people, would it be possible to weeks into the Vinaya class, maybe subsequent some talk regarding that, like how those people should
Sure. Yeah? Okay, so it's possible. Okay, actually in Vinaya, I am planning to explain all Patimokka. As you say, abuses was, we have one rules in Pachidia, right? The mention, right? Sure. Okay, so we can explain. Okay. Okay. For example, now modern society, your parents or your family member are in the hospital, right? Mercy killing, right? So that means if somebody is very seriously sick, like cancer, right? Then the doctor didn't recommend to keep in the hospital very long time. So they will do some injection in order that he will pass away comfortably, right? So you have to agree, you have to sign. In this case, we can say agreement. So similarly, there are some cases that they will ask you to agree. For example, we are going to hunt. Will you come along? Or maybe I cannot come along. Okay, what about sharing? Please give me your weapon. I will use it. Do you agree? For example, right? Like this. So you agree to use your weapon. You also agree they are killing. You will get some portion from their killing, right? Hunting. So in this case, like a sharing, argues like each other. You can say like this. This is also called agreement, agreeing. Okay. Okay. In this case, we can say like the happiness. This is also a kind of agreement, sure. This is also a kind of agreement, sure. Similarly, sometimes your enemies pass away, or your enemies are killed by somebody, right? You are happy. In this case, this is also called happiness or agreement, right? This is also agusala.
We think about beforehand,
In this case, it will be a little bit different because at the time we have just the perceptions of meat, not the perceptions of animal or living beings anymore. Sure. Okay. So in this case, we have already rules about this kind of meat. See, hearing, suspecting, three, right? So it is different from these three, or maybe not one of these three is allowable, right? Yeah. No, we're not saying like that. Huh? Eating does not mean agree to other actions. Yeah, sure. In this case, we just agree, sure. This means we also call panadipata. Yeah, panadipata. Okay, sure. Yeah, it's panadipata. Yeah, this means agree also panadipata, sure. But in Myanmar, we don't have this kind of culture. Actually, I have seen this kind of in Vietnam first time. No, but chicken, for example, they just keep chicken in the cage or hanging on only alive. They just sell. Then they can bind that chicken. They can keep in their house and they can cook like this. I have seen this kind of thing only in Vietnam. Maybe I have seen many other cases like fish, but it can be any country, right? They will keep fish in the one pond and they will keep there were South people in the restaurant. Okay, any cases, they have to point, right? I want to get this one, and they will give you. They use also in the case of chicken, they will keep by themselves at home. So, for example, like a housewife will kill and then cook. All family members will eat together, right? Actually, it's Pārājika for all the family members, not only one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. In this case, it will be exception. So, for example, the day they offer you then it's allowable, but the next day you find out it's unallowable. In this case, it will be exception. Right? Sure. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. No. In this case, we cannot. So that means they don't keep for you, right? Okay. When you ask, you come to know it's. Yeah. That is killing for you. This is killing, sure. This is also Pārājika. This is also unallowable meat, right? Yeah. Okay, if it's allowable, no doubt, allowable, no offense. If we have suspect, or if we doubt about it, we have to ask. Without asking if we eat this is also another offense. We have to ask, right? Okay, then?
In the modern society, the hospital, when parents are hospitalizing, the people time, doctor already announced to be like remaining 10 days lifespan. Then it's night of starting to stay at home. Before that, it's starting the hospital, then the hospital will talk to the family. In the course of sending home, there are some procedure, some danger to the patient. Then there's the right to take letter or agreement. In the time of the minute of going home, then parents have such emergency in the middle that the clinic can pass away, and we do not responsible. When the home, the arrival, that we will remove the oxygen tube. Anytime he might be survived or might not survive. And also need to be free. If you say that it's only the people itself, the parent only have one son. In this case, the people side.
Okay, in this case, we do ask the doctor, how's the situation? Some other cases, I have asked some doctor in US, when I was giving Dhamma talk about Pārājika, fortunately there's one doctor about brain death or some cases, right? Like coma, something like that. When they remove some machine, then they will die. Mostly I also believed like this previously. But the doctor said, it's not like this. At least, maybe around 2 or 3 days, he can live. If we can replace the brain, then he can survive, he can alive again. Okay, this is the way, right? In this case, it depends on what kind of sickness, what kind of situation. There are many things to be considered. I cannot say exactly what is Pārājika or not, right?
So, and when it's about myself, when I say if I'm in that condition, don't do anything like some tube or some prolonged life action. Nowadays, there are many things you can do. For example, some oxygen tube or some tube for feeding, when some person is like nearly dead, and in former times like half they would die. But nowadays we can make them live like in that condition longer, but they cannot do anything, they just lie there in the bed. And then I say, okay, when I'm in that condition, don't do like this for me. I want to die at that time. Is it a Pārājika also? And I say to someone else, I want to die at that point. Is that praising that, or is that just,
Okay, it depends on your mind. Right? I cannot say. I cannot read your mind. I cannot say.
I mean, for example, I said to the sign of that, I'm still alive, but I cannot do anything. I'm just like in some dream state or something like sleeping or something. I cannot do anything. I'm just lying there. And
Okay, I cannot read your minds. Okay, I cannot say. Right? Mind is always changing. I cannot read your minds. Okay. Then?
No, but I mean, when I say that time I don't want to do it anymore, is that praising that or is it?
Okay, if we commit suicide, it's another offense. You can consider by yourself. Right? If you commit suicide, it's another offense. You can consider by yourself. Okay, you can consider by yourself. Okay, yeah? Any other question?
Suicide. Suicide, what is it? Heavy offense?
Sure. Sure. No? No? Any other?
Now, advanced medical
Hmm?
can find certain, like you know, in future,
Hmm.
serious condition, life support.
Yeah. You offer your body. Huh? Pardon me? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. In this case, we have to consider many other cases, right? We're gonna know what kind of situation we have. Okay. In this case, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sure. It doesn't matter in this case. This is a lay person, right? Because some problem, sure.
Okay, for if the bhikkhu is not encouraged.
Sure. We don't encourage.
If the bhikkhu has only one son, the bhikkhu, only one son,
Uh-huh.
one son, no brother, only one mother, or only one brother, no mother. Only one, he himself has two sons. In this case,
For what?
in the family,
Uh-huh.
3 persons,
I see.
father, mother, and son.
Okay.
And father passed away.
Okay.
Mother.
Okay.
And then now the hospital has to ask you to sign.
Uh-huh.
You are only one.
Okay.
Then in this case,
Okay. It depends on situations, right? We cannot say exactly what you have to sign. What's the agreement? We don't know what's the agreement there. Right? Is it to take care of or to keep? It depends on agreement. Signing is okay, we can sign, right? It's not the problem. The main thing is that what we have to agree, this is the problem.
to remove the support of life is the parents come to the point that he has to depend on the oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
The meat is already vegetarian
Mm-hmm.
or bone.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, the doctor knows this family is no more money.
Mm-hmm.
They keep on doing visits to the hospital, and then hospital cannot receive money from this patient.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the hospital says, okay, your money.
Okay, I understand. No. Okay, I understand.
This is the point here.
Okay, I know. Okay, it depends on the country. It will be different. Right? Different country, it will be different rule and regulation. Because I cannot say exactly. Then what you have to agree is the problem. Just for take care of or just to kill. Okay? Supporting this another side. We have to think about what you have to agree. This is the main point. No, we don't think about hospital. What you have to agree. Right? What you have to agree.
No, as
Okay, one more thing. You know, when we install the software, right? Agree or disagree, yeah? Accept or don't accept, right? Have you read all the article before you say you sign and accept? You click the accept. You know, if we sign, you know, not only simple sentence, there are many sentences, right? We don't know what are they. That's why I cannot answer this question. Okay?
I see the point is that you agree to life prolonging or you agree to life removing for the person who cannot do anything anymore. And he's the only one who can choose.
I see. I know that what you ask. Agreement, we don't know what's the agreement.
No, the agreement is either when you sign, he will die, or is he already dead? You don't know. He's just lying there and will be treated with a cube or something.
It depends on country also.
Yeah, but when you sign, they will remove everything and then before time later there will be no more heartbeat.
Okay.
And then if you don't sign, then there will be heartbeat for who knows how long.
Okay, anyway, it depends on the country, right? It depends on many other situations. I cannot say exactly. I already say, you know, even brain text, if they can replace, although they remove machine, if they can replace within a few days, they can survive again, right? I cannot say exactly.
And in the future there will be like machine, body combination.
Okay, I know. I cannot answer this question, right? This is not my level. Only Doctor can know. Do have or do kill? Actually, you know, in this case, there are many other situations, right? We cannot say only one point. No, this very complicated things. We don't know the conditions of patients, right? It depends. That's why I cannot answer this question. Why you keep asking this question? Many other situations we don't know.
I have one question about Pārājika. Also, in the case of people who post some article about killing how to commit suicide, post on the internet, but as long as nobody reads the article. So in the case of Pārājika, this is because of not somebody already share all over the internet. So you can take down this article, but actually already somebody already download it and share it to others.
This is also a little bit problematic, right? So actually we should not post this kind of misleading articles. Right? This is the fact that we have to remind. If we do it, it will be very close to Tawara. If somebody share, it will remain in the internet, right? out of our control. So in the case of Facebook, we can only me, right? Is it good enough?
When I talk with my mother would say, "Oh, that person is in the hospital a long time." That one case, my mother's friend is in the hospital, and
you bring to the hospital again. I'm not a doctor.
No. She died there, and she's very. In the end, she died. And then my mother would say to me, "Yes, it was good that she died because she very much suffered." And when I say yes, it's Pārājika already. When I agree with her, when she say yes, good, it's better that she die now because she's very much suffered. She is praising that like this, right? And when I agree with that, it's also Pārājika for me.
5 factors. You have to recall 5 factors. Right? The Pārājika or not, 5 factors, I already say. Sure? Yeah. No, you are not suspect, yeah. Oh, you so 4% also. So if we talk about Pāṇātipada, it cover. Yeah. Okay, in this case it doesn't matter. No. For example, they were buying something from the market, for example. They don't order. It will be different. Okay. Okay. Yeah. In this case, it will be exception because they didn't know. Okay, late they just come. They just know later, right? In this case, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Sure. Okay, now we should stop, right?